Hello, everyone. What's going
Hey,
on?
hey,
Welcome.
hey.
We have a two-player matchup of Circadians Chaos Order. I am playing
Hello,
AI,
I am
and
playing Circadians.
awesome. Hey, Zach, do you want to give a bit of a rundown of what we both want to try and do?
Okay, so I'm playing Circadians. I have 4 attributes, which is one more than every other faction. Now, I want to upgrade all my attributes to win the game. Or I could control all the relics, which is always the alternative victory condition open to everyone. To flip attributes, I need to control 6 or more territories. Now, Sam is playing as AI, our evil creations of Circadians, and he wants to wound soldiers. So if he can wound 18 soldiers over the course of the game, he wins straight away. Or, as I said before, he can control all the relics to win. So that's basically what's going on. Now, it's an interesting matchup because I have 10 soldiers who are extra strong. He has potential 30. But I have 3 areas on my recruit on my board, which means my men have to pass through a much longer process to get out onto the board. Whereas he doesn't. He's just got 1. So when his troops are wounded, he can recruit them straight back onto the board. So it will very very likely be a war of attrition, and Sam will be trying to keep my numbers of soldiers low throughout. And I've got to try and protect my soldiers. See how we go.
So we have Shem in the background. He is controlling the screen and all those sorts of things, and he'll be managing the chat. You won't hear his voice too often, but he's going to be letting us know what you guys are saying. So feel free to ask any questions about the gameplay or about the design. We're totally happy to pause and tangent. You can ask us why we're doing what we're doing as well. I'm sure we don't mind revealing some of our strategy advice if you want to take advice from us. That is. Um, yeah, okay. So, Zach, thank you for explaining how these are going to work. Both of these factions are really, as you were saying, they're very non-standard in terms of recruit. All other factions, they have 2 sectors on their player boards for their recruits. Acadians with 3 and AI with 1. So, um, it's a very interesting matchup. For me, there are actually fewer fighters for me to wound, so I have to be quite creative with zooming up my fame track. I require 18 fame, and so with Circadians only having 10 fighters, I might need to get a little bit more creative than just trying to wound them. But there are other levers that I can pull. So we've pretty much done the setup. We've selected our bases, and Zach has gone ahead and chosen his leader. So he's going with Akira. Akira is giving him 2 shields. That's the most important thing playing its AI. Shields will directly block wounds. They counter attack. So he's got 2 shields there with Akira. It is now my turn to distribute my fighters and to place my leader. So I think what I'm going to
Another
do. Yeah, you go for it.
interesting thing to look at is where the relics have spawned. So relic number 1 is right next to Sam, but it's still within 2 movement spaces of where I am, so I can still arrive. But he's definitely got the jump on relic 1, whereas relic 2 is a bit closer to me than it is to him. So I could maybe think to let him take the first one and challenge for the second, or I could just go hard on the first one as well. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I'm going to start over here. Uh, with most of my fighters over there, I do need to leave 1 behind in this other starting region. And then what I'm going to do is spawn a leader, and I have a good selection of leaders, but I'm going to grab Adakai, who's going to give me 3 strength. And if he wins the combat, then he does a wound that can't be blocked. So that might be good against Circadians, just to try and outstrength them and wound them that way. Okay, so
You
Zach
have to
has
pay
the
the
flare
gem.
gun. Yes, I haven't
Pay a
paid the
gem of
gem.
Attica.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zach has the flare gun, so he gets to price an action first. 2 players are a little bit different. 2-player, we get to price 2 actions each. So, okay, so he's priced move last. He wants to move last, and he wants to make it expensive. All right.
I want
Well,
to see what Sam does because I don't want him to maybe attack my base without me being prepared for it. So
okay, that's cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make build nice and don't want it to be cheap or expensive. Well, I think Circadians get research from building, so if I make it expensive, it should be fun. I'm going to get a gem back. Cool, that's me.
right, I think I am going to.
Hey, Sam. Good to have you with
Hey,
us.
Sam Smith. Sam Smith is like Lord of the Board, is the perfect combination of Sam Macdonald and Zachary Smith's tactical abilities at this game.
Nice, nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to go all out and just use all of my strong pricing tokens here. And I think I want to make
Ugh,
recruit expensive.
this is brutal.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I've used my 4 and my 5. Zach has used his 5 and his 3. And okay,
I'm already feeling like I've made a mistake to not have priced recruit because I mean, you'll see why I priced discover, but I may not be able to recruit. It may come to hurt me. So we'll see.
okay. It's your discover.
Cool. So
All the best, Zach. May the best man win.
yeah,
Good luck,
may
man.
the
Good
best
luck.
man win. All right. I'm gonna jump up here and I'm gonna grab a gem. I'm moving your token. My bad.
Righty.
That's me. I'm done.
Cool. I think I'm going to pay that. And I will boost my move. Cool. So we each get 1 research because that's where we are on the discover track. Yeah, I've decided to gain movement points. Okay, that's discover done. Did you get your energy from me? Just the 1.
Yeah. So
Me
that's
taking
1.
the action.
It is enough though. I think. So now it's your build.
Yeah. All right. So I've got a few interesting decisions here with where I build. I've got 1 build point currently. I could build there and then get the energy to be able to do the auxiliary action to take another build. And I think that's something that I would like to do. I just need to calculate how much energy I'm going to need. I'm going to need at least 3 energy to be able to harvest. So where does that leave me at? Do this. Spend the gem. Get 2 energy back. If I drop 4 energy, then he could not recruit and I won't be able to afford move. So I'm not going to do that. Just going to be cautious here. And instead, I'm going to just build a foundry here and get myself a gem. Cool.
Cool. So now I am going to do the action. So I'm going to pay 5, and that's 2 to you. Now I'm going to do
Thank
something
you.
really interesting, which I'm going to build 2 embassies. So I'll run you through it because it's
Strongholds.
I'm 2 strongholds. Sorry, I'm calling them by their name from like 2 years ago when we were designing the game. So I'll run you guys through it because got enough gems because they each cost a gem. But to do the second build action, I'm going to need 4 energy. But the auxiliary action happens after the first action. So I'm going to place this on the foundation, which gives me 2 energy. Okay. So now I've got 4 to be able to pay for the second build and the auxiliary action. And I'm going to grab a research. I'm going to jump up here to get back 3 energy, which is just enough to be able to do harvest. Which will
Just
give
enough
me
to be able to do everything.
just enough to be able to do recruit. So I've managed to squeak through building both strongholds and being able to do all the actions.
Nicely done, man. Nicely done. Beautiful. Okay. So
Also put a big target on my head as well because Sam's not
yeah,
really
potentially. Okay. So what I'm going to do is it's harvest, and it starts with the flare gun player. See, the interesting thing there was Zach potentially could have not paid me. If he didn't pay me, then there was a world where I couldn't pay for move. So I was quite cautious. I could have been greedy and just built another building and then hoped that he would pay me. But I'm going to harvest nonetheless. So it cost me 3. I get 4, so I get 1 back. And I'm getting a card. And the reason I wanted this foundry here was because my base has the worst starting harvest out of any of the bases. So I really wanted to start getting some cards rather than that energy. So I'm going to harvest from this location. Cool.
Also, cards make AI pretty scary. So, right, have you done?
Yep.
I'm paying 3 energy and I'm getting back 4, so I'll just go +1. And I can harvest from either side of my ship, so I can either get a gem or a card. Now, I don't have any gems. I'm not going to be able to buy any gems. I'm not going to be able to use Akira's ability because I don't have enough energy. I don't even have 1 energy to gain a gem in the next phase. Unless I don't recruit, so we'll have to see what I decide, because it's either a soldier or a gem, which actually a gem might be better. So I will be grabbing a card.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, so that's harvest done. We're on to recruit. So I've got 2 recruit points. I price the action, so I get it for free. And these 2 recruit points, 2 recruits are coming out onto my base. Now, I could hire a leader. If I hire a leader, that means I've spent 4 energy, I have 4 left. So what Zach would do is he would neglect recruit, not give me the energy, and I wouldn't get the 1 energy I need to be able to move, and he gets free reign on move. So I'm not going to recruit a leader. Zach.
I have a really difficult decision here because I decide on either having an extra soldier or on having a gem. But I think I will take the extra soldier. So I'm going to spend money, seeing as Sam's going to be able to move anyway, and I'll grab a soldier onto my dropship. 2 recruit points, moved him on.
So interestingly, you have 4 units that you could move, but 2 move points.
Yep.
You got 1 unload for free at the end. Just trying to think if you can hit the 6 threshold. So you've got, these are 4 regions here. You could just leave those on your ship.
I definitely can.
Yeah, you definitely can.
I definitely can. So if you went into Relic 5, I would still be able to do it by moving my ship here, and moving my guy here, and then unloading into 4. Because basically I only need 2 more.
All right. So the most strength that you can get into this region is you could get everyone in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with your ship. Okay. I just remembered I did not grab the money from you for.
Oh yeah, the 2
recruit.
extra.
Yeah. Okay.
So you should be able to upgrade.
So you can get 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have a card? You do have a card. I can get 1 advantage on you, and I'm selecting a battle. But I might want to hold Relic 1. Okay. So I'm considering 2 things. Sorry, guys, this is a bit of an AP, but I'm considering 2 things. One is going in with this force into here and just trying to slow him down, because he's going to get an attribute flip already, which is 1/4 of his victory condition if I don't do anything about it. Or I could do my own spread. I could probably claim Relic 1. I don't think he's going to beat me on Relic 1 if I want it. I could do my own spread. I could get these fighters off my base, but I don't have enough movement points to do both of those things. And I think what I'm going to do, could go in for the fight. You don't have gems, so you're not going to be able to flip militarized.
I won't be able to flip militarized.
Okay. You're going to probably make your ship really hard for me to fight against. Okay, that's fine. I am going to claim some land. And I'm just trying to think how far out can you get? You can contest Relic 1.
If I wanted to get an attribute flip, I could only move 1 unit onto it.
Yeah, that's true. You could get up to 4 strength. Okay. So my moves were from base 1, 2, 3, I believe. Now I'm just considering how many I want to bring here because you could also fight me there. I'm going to flip Edekai. So I pay you 5 for the action, and then I'm paying. It's all my energy for next round. But I am going to pay 5 energy.
You're the first player, so you can either grab recruit or.
I'm going to pay the 5 energy for Edekai to be flipped. So that leaves me at 7 strength there. I think what I'm going to do is split my forces. So I'm at 6 here. Yeah, that's me.
Now I have an interesting decision. Do I want to move my dropship? At the moment, it is defending pretty well, these 2 strongholds. So maybe leaving it here could cause more problems for Sam than not leaving it. I think I'm going to move this guy here. So the reason I'm moving him here is because I could build an outpost here, allowing me to get my units through to Relic 2 quicker, potentially. And I'm going to move these 2 here. And then I get an unload, and that will be this guy unloading here.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're deciding to not fight in this first round. So what happens is we now have the income, and I'm going to watch which of your attributes you're going to flip. I actually also get an attribute flip because I get to add 1 to my region count.
Yeah, so it is interesting. I mean, this would let me zoom around the map, but at the moment I'm using my ship in a defensive way. This one is about being able to gain back intel cards again. This would make sense to me if I was spending an intel card to be able to flip it. This one I can't flip because I don't earn enough gems. I've only got 2 gems income. So I will flip tactical and only take 1+ gem from my strong.
Okay, nice. I've got a dilemma here. I sort of wanted the energy from Cunning, but that's only going to come in the relic phase. So I could flip Copious and get a bunch more fighters out, but I don't really need that right now. So I could get myself a leader if I wanted to and flip Destructive.
That means you don't need it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess this one though. Yeah,
I think I do want this one, so I can hunt your buildings.
That one's gonna make probably the rest of your game easier.
So Cunning means that I can get fame from defeating leaders and from raising buildings. So that gives me another avenue, not just having to wound the Circadian fighters.
So I moved 1 movement on my fame track from flipping my attribute, and it gave me a redeploy. So I'm moving this guy over here.
Nice. Yep, that's cool. Cool. And then we're onto the relic phase. So I will claim this relic. I'll bring it home with these 2 troops. That gives me a fame and it gives me a research. Now the research that I want to do is there's a bunch that I want to do, but I think I want to boost this one here and get myself 2 energy. All right, cool. Now it's pricing phase, so it's my price of round 2. And so the relic we're going to go for, as Zach has already pointed out, is relic 2 over there. Well, I think what I'm going to do is have a cheap move for both of us. That allows me to get my tokens back. I won't use them. I can't use these tokens until next round. So I have to use this for my next price. And the flare gun is going to move.
Yeah. So I'm just going to talk about something in the situation I'm in. I think it's really important when you're playing as Circadians or Scar as well, where your strongholds can really help you to get fame, is to not be too scared about losing them, because having these is going to force Sam into making moves. It's going to force him into having to do something about it. And instead of reacting to what he's doing, I need to consider whether losing the stronghold might be better and whether something else could be a better move. So we'll see when it comes to the move phase, but I think this is a really good advice. Like, you don't need to be too defensive in this game, because actually losing buildings, it might feel like it's a big tragedy, but it's actually not. Okay, so I am going to price. This is going to be a cheaper round.
Yeah, it's going to be super cheap.
Oh, this is difficult. I think I'm going to be pricing build.
All right.
So I needed that gem.
I want recruit or discover. This recruit gets me 2 energy. If you price discover, then it's only costing 1.
It's only going to cost 1, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I will take the 2 energy here from recruit.
I'm actually going to go pricing harvest.
All right, cool.
Grab my things back.
I've just got enough energy to take the first 3 actions, which is lovely. All right, so flare gun player will start because it's the neutral price. So Zach, you start.
Sweet.
Discover.
And it's exactly as much energy as I have. Okay, so I can go 2 spots right now, 2 upgrades. This is really tempting when you've got 2 upgrades, but it's also, as Circadians, like a little bit riskier because you have to place it out onto the map. You can't place it on your base.
So what Zach's talking about is this spot here allows you to grab one of these harvest tokens, and they are going to replace the harvest on the map. They'd make it better, but if you don't have a base to put it on, then you could obviously lose those regions, and the other player would be able to harvest that. He's doing it anyway.
I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
You're provoking me. You're really calling my name now.
Yeah, it makes it too much. I don't know if that's the right move. I might. I'm gonna play the smarter game. Although, I'll play the smarter game. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And
cool.
It cost me a gem. Sorry, I spent 1 gem.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing discover. Okay, so that was 3 energy. I'm going to boost this one here and get myself a card. Then I'm going to, as my second, I'm going to pay a gem to boost build, which gets me a foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to grab, ooh, interesting. It's going to be the one where I can gain 2 energy back straight away. That boosts my hand limit also, and oh, sorry, it's not build yet. Cool, 2 energy. And now that's discover, done. All right, so now it's your build, Zach.
Okay, so I am going to check out. Oh, you paid me 1, right? No.
Yeah.
Which one did I put there?
that was the neutral.
Okay.
So,
you built?
No, I researched build.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm first. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm going to just put out this foundation, I think. Or wait, actually, I'm just gonna put this one out. Let's just do it.
So that one allows him to gain research from his strongholds. Yeah, so he's getting a lot from his strongholds.
Oops. That shouldn't have happened.
That's this one here.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I'm really making these a target right now, aren't I,
yeah,
Sam?
yeah, you are. Is that your build? Done.
I didn't have the energy to be able to do any more.
All right, cool. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So Royce has asked if we're Royce. Do you want to ask your question again? So are you asking, are we going to be talking about this game in our podcast, or do you mean are we going to be trash talking each other? Okay, so just both. Yeah, I mean we might have a bit of trash talk. Zach's looking in a pretty strong position here, so I don't know how much I can trash talk. I will say that he is being quite greedy. He is provoking me with these strongholds undefended. Well, I mean, he's got a big, strong ship next to them. All right, so I've put a trap on Relic 3.
Ouch.
Yeah, okay, so
that's not going to be fun next round.
That's built.
So if you don't know what a trap does, I have to sacrifice a unit to enter into Relic 3. So that means next round, if I want to go and challenge for it, I have to lose a unit, which means he goes all the way back to the beginning of my recruit track, and I have to come out again, have to do a lot of work. So, it's done, it's harvest, it's my harvest first. I gain 2 energy because you did the action, and then I gain another 4 from harvest, and I will grab. Sorry, I should have spent a gem before. It's going to cost me to do this stuff. That's going to cost me 3. The total of 4. Yes, I can take a card, I think. I'm going to take another card. Oops.
That would be lovely if that was flipped. Okay, so I am paying 1. This goes to the bank, and then I get 4 back. Did I pay for build? I think I did. Yeah, I got the foundation. That got me more.
Yeah, you took the foundation.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm getting a card. All right. Very good. Very good. Happy with those cards. All right. So it's recruit, starting with me. Now, I'm not happy with where I am on the recruit track. However, Zach is going to... Well, I don't have to pay for any other action. Sorry, I was going to buy a gem harvest. So
however, your 2 points do just as much as my 4, so...
yeah. Well, that's good to hear. So I'm going to recruit these guys, and I'm going to think about if I want to deploy a leader. And I think the answer is I do. I want Zhao, who doesn't cost me any gems. So I will pay for Zhao for 4 energy. And there he is.
You don't have any quick ways out onto the field, though.
No, that's my issue. I'm glad I've got 3 movement, but it would be nice if I had more. I really, really wanted this foundation to be able to zoom straight to my strongholds, which I couldn't afford because of the gem lock. Now these gem locks are clearly in the right positions for each faction.
So I mean, with your leaders, you could run through here and get to there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get to Relic 2. You can get there with these units. 1, 2, 3. So you could get with these units as well. You could get to Relic 2. So you could have a pretty big army.
Yeah.
You moving last is not fun for me, but anyway. So you've already recruited.
Yeah.
I will be now. Is it costing 3?
Yeah, it's 3. 1 to me.
3. Now, the really frustrating thing here, guys, is that if I had 1 more energy, I could do this. But I will be spending an extra energy actually on Era's ability to gain 1 gem. And then I will be going, 1, 2, 3, 4, no. Yeah, 4. In there. Okay.
All right. That makes me not so nervous. Although wherever your ship is, you are so well defended. The 4 strength and 3 shields. It's nice. All right. So yeah, it's your move. Just paying the bank.
So I've got 3 moves. Oh, this is really difficult. Okay. I think I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, it does run in the family.
Yeah, you have to see us eat like a whole packet of chips. Like any of us brothers, used to be afternoon tea time, and it would just be like a whole packet of chips gone. Boom. It's 2 moves. I think I'm only going to use 2 moves, so that was a waste. That was a real waste right there.
Okay, he's spread really thin. Okay, so your count on regions is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
What I'm counting on though is that, like, this is unloading here, is that you don't have, that many moves, so you can't necessarily take me everywhere.
No, I can't. So, but if I hit these
like,
two, if I hit these 2 regions and
Yeah.
win, you won't get a flip unless you've got a card that
That's
says
right.
+1. Yeah. So what I'm weighing up now, guys, is Zach has got this 1 fighter in here on the relic region, which isn't a lot. So he's going to get a nice and cheap relic if I don't contest it. But he's quite happy for me to contest this, which means I don't do as much damage to his economy and his strongholds. Now, there is 1 card in the game that allows him to add 1 to his region count. So if he's got that card, he will still be able to get to 6. And I just don't think I can do anything about it if he's got that card. I just have to say GG, well played.
There's also 1 card that adds 1 movement point. So if you had that card,
yes, if I had that card, exactly. The interesting thing though, even if I did contest this, I would only have a 1 strength advantage, so it wouldn't actually be like a stomp, because your guys are worth 2. So I think
I would still have to like protect my guy from dying though. That's the one thing that's tricky when you don't have a leader. Anyway.
Correct. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run through here. 1, 2, 3. Now, actually, both of my leaders here are totally fine fighting a battle where they aren't going to be able to burst through the shields. The reason that is Atakai, if I win the battle, I'm just wounding this fighter anyway. And so the shields are ineffective. And with Zhao, if I don't do any wounds, which I probably wouldn't, then I get a research. So I have to decide, do I want to wound this fighter or do I want to gain the research? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and wound him. So
now here it's really important that Sam doesn't lose either of these battles.
Yes.
Because if he loses either, I will gain his intel card, which would let me go +1 on regions and be able to get a flip anyway. So he has to balance his units in a way that he can win both.
Yep, that's correct. So you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 4 from your ship and 2 from your fighter. Zhao is worth 5.
You mean Atakai?
Atakai is worth 5, yeah. I actually, normally you don't want to do this. This is not advisable, but I'm not going to leave anyone behind here. Although, actually, I've flipped the attribute. Have I flipped the attribute? No, I haven't. I haven't flipped destructive. So yeah, I can happily sit on 5 regions, assuming I win these 2, and be okay with that. I'm still going to get an attribute flip. So let's bring in. So that puts me on 7, 8, and 6. Over here, I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. So let's make it 5 versus 2, and let's make it 9 versus 6. So I've got a 3 advantage in both of these.
Good.
Well, okay, so what does that mean? That means you could redeploy into here, and I'd only have a 1 advantage. So I think I'm going to...
I'm not really going to redeploy out of here, though, am I?
You're not going to redeploy out of here.
Yeah, I picked the first battle. That's right.
Yeah, I got to decide how I want to do that. Yeah, okay. If I do this, or he could redeploy. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do.
You probably want to tempt me into fighting this battle, don't you?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to tempt you into that. I do have a bit of a leg up here, but we'll see. Okay,
you've got a 2 advantage and a 4 advantage, is that right?
Yeah.
So if I move my guy in, I'll still only have a 2 advantage over here.
I will have a 2 advantage, yeah.
You've got a 4 advantage here.
The interesting thing with this combat is we both only have 1 gem. So there's a bit of mind games about when we're going to use our gem to roll the die. And both of these battles are important.
So the thing is, I can maybe, if I lose this, I get another gem. So I could potentially, even if I lose here, if I fight it first, I could maybe have a gem and win here.
Exactly. So that means you could expend your gems on both fights.
Yeah. Or vice versa, I could redeploy here and have a better chance of winning over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to fight this one first.
Okay.
Means I won't have the tie break for this one, but...
Okay. Cool. All right, so let's hide our screens, and I just want to think about this for a second. So I've got a 4 advantage, and you've got the tie break. All right.
Got 3 shields from my ship. How many does Edekai add? 0.
Yeah.
This is difficult. It's going to be hard for me.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's reveal. So, I'm adding 4 strength and rolling dice.
You get to roll. I'm not rolling. I was risking this.
So I have to roll a 4, is that right, to win?
I've added. I think you can't win, but just do it anyway, and we'll see. I've added 5. I have 2 strength if there is at least 1 opposing building.
Yeah,
so I'm 9 ahead of you. Yeah. So you've added 4. Yeah. You
roll the die anyway for an extra shield, maybe.
Okay. So what Zach's done there is actually really clever. Normally, what you want to do is you want to play shields against AI, but knowing that actually if I win the battle, he's wounded anyway, he doesn't need to opt for shields, so he's gone to attack. To attack means 2 of my fighters have been wounded. Thankfully for me, it doesn't hurt so much when mine are wounded. They're pretty easy to get back. So I win the battle and I wound that fighter. I also destroy that building, so I get the fame from that.
I get a gem back from my building coming back to my board. This is something really good to... sorry, I lost a gem and I gained 1 back, so I'm still on 1. Something to remember is when you lose a building, when it comes back onto your board, you instantly gain what you cover over. So it can be really vital in the combat cases.
Yeah, that's totally right. Okay, so yeah, Zach, it's me and you over here. I've got the tie break. We both have gems.
Yeah.
I've got a 2 advantage. I do have 1 attack here as well.
Yeah. This is the tricky thing is here, I could potentially win, but I'd probably lose my dude.
Yeah, so no one will hold the region.
But if I win, I get the card to be able to flip because I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
and 2-player, I'm more than happy for you to have the card. because that is, if Shem wants to zoom in on this, if he uses it, I'm going to have an extra strength and attack in all battles versus Circadians until he wins it back. But which is actually really nice for me. Yeah. Okay, so let's hide, and I want to.
Okay. I'm ready when you are, mate.
I think this is what I want to do. Oh, that's tough. All right, yeah, I'm doing that.
Revealing. Oh, mate.
I've added 4 attack and I've added 6 strength. Because my card is all of the fists that I rolled, all the strength that I rolled, was added to this slot as well. So it's a bit of a wild card.
I rolled 4, so I add 7 strength. I don't think it's enough.
It's one off. Oh, that was tight. I've got to spend
I also do 4 attack.
4 attack, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I have one shield from
this battle. All the strength rolled counts as attack.
So... Wow, we both had a similar card, or ended up being similar. So, okay, so Zhao has 1 shield. So it doesn't matter. 2 of my guys are wounded, and your guy is wounded also. So we're really slowing each other down. Nicely played, dude. Nicely played.
Nicely played yourself, man.
I do
stop me from flipping.
I do get a fame. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be greedy. I couldn't stop the relic and all of that stuff. So on the balance, this was better, I believe.
Yeah, totally. I was hoping, and it was pretty close. I was hoping to be able to get both because I was trying to make you do a lot of things. So
I had to give up this location to do it.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
which is you never want to leave an empty foundation. You know, it's just so lucrative to build on.
Right? I think I was 1 off here, and if here I was 1 off as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Is that right?
I think no. I had a bigger advantage here. I'm pretty sure.
You were 2 ahead, maybe.
Maybe it was 1. Yeah. Okay.
Because you added 5, I added. On that one, I added 4 plus. I think I rolled a 2. I rolled it really badly, but I could have won if you had 1 less unit. Cool. So now it's income.
Yeah, it is.
2, 3. Sam's gonna get a flip. Unfortunately.
If I want it, I do want it. I think.
Okay, I spent this gem, so I don't have it anymore. I can get a research from here. I know I'm gonna get a gem back here, and I'm gonna get another research. So I can also get a gem here.
Yeah, it's also in 2-player. It's also not just like who's winning the battles, but who's winning on the research. Who's like scaling into the late game. And this research you're about to get is really lovely. Okay.
I'm getting 2 research, so okay. I think I'm gonna go. No, what if I just like go hard on the recruiting? I think I'm gonna go here. Should I just leave building behind? I did pretty well from it without boosting it, so.
I'm thinking about which attribute to flip.
Now I could.
Either way, I'm spending a gem.
I can get a redeploy. I don't really want it though, do I?
I'm popping copious.
Well,
I actually think, okay, here's something that seems really silly, and the chat can give me a hard time, but I think I'm actually just going to get a gem rather than flipping an attribute.
Wow. It's crazy.
Well, so I'll go into it. Yeah, they're ripping me. I'll go into it. I've got a lot of recruiters, a lot of fighters that I haven't recruited yet, so I'm not in any need. Oh, sorry, I missed. Yeah. I should have 2 more on there now. I'm not in heaps of need to flip Copious. Destructive is going to let me deploy Endura or flip Zhao. I've already got Atakai flipped. I just don't think Endura is going to be super good this game. I don't think Zach's going to have a bunch of fighters in a region. I think he's going to be spread. And in the regions where he does have a bunch, he's going to be next to his ship. So I don't think she's going to cut through. And I'm just going to need a lot of gems, I believe. So I think this gem is actually going to be the best play. Because it's effectively 2 gems. It's a gem that I'm not spending on a flip, and it's a gem that I'm gaining. So.
And I cover up a gem harvest if I do this though. Okay.
Man, I don't think I've ever done that though.
I just grabbed this.
Okay, cool. Sweet, that looks nice for me.
It's nice and close.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
I can just keep on grabbing it though, even if you have it as well.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so your pricing.
Cool. Guess I should just chuck the big 6 out right now and discover.
Any questions in the chat, Shem? No. Okay, we're good.
And you'll just chuck it on recruit, won't you, sir?
Expensive recruit. Yeah. Well,
2.
I could move last again. Moving last will also give me first pick of battle.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I am just going to move last. Oh, it might not be good for my economy, but we'll find out ways to work around that at some point. Okay. Yep. I guess I was asking for that. Right. So I need to. How are we going to do this?
I actually should have done these 2 tokens the other way around.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake on my part.
Yeah.
People might not have picked that up. But if I'd placed my 5 here, and then he had done what he did, I could have placed my 6 here, just completely blocking him out of Discover, which would have been amazing.
Yeah, and for me, I'm just realizing that, okay, I can get 4 energy back here, so I will be able to do both actions. In which case, I don't know if you're going to build, but I sort of think you do want the foundations to have more stronghold pressure on the map. So I think even if you don't build, I'm happy. So I'm pricing build at 6 and getting a gem. And then this harvest token's coming in. All right.
Cool.
It's starting to get real aggressive on the pricing, dude.
Yeah, man. All right, so it's my Discover. Okay, so... Oh, sorry, I should have picked up a gem from here. I didn't. My bad. Okay, so I can get 2 research if I spend that gem. And I'm just gonna boost it here. And I'll get the gem back, to be honest.
Yep. That's fair. Okay. There is something that I can do in the build phase, actually. Okay, so I am paying you.
You can chuck down another trap somewhere.
Yeah, well, okay, so I thought of this last round. No. I'm like, you built this foundation on a relic region, which is perfect for my stronghold. Putting a trap there. Yeah. Okay, so that's my... so I've paid the 5. I'm going to pay a gem to do 2 discovers, 2 research. And... Wow, okay. I could just do it all on recruit, but movement seems so important. So I will do 1 on move. And I'll do...
Movement always feels like an arms race. You don't want people to be ahead of you. So now that he moves up on move, it makes me feel...
I'm actually not going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm going to retcon. I've just looked at my gem situation, and I realized that I can't afford that gem lock. because there's something else I want to do. Yeah, something else I want to do. So instead, I'm going to boost my recruit. Yeah, and I would love to have 4 movement points to get around faster, but alas. Okay, so let's discover.
Cool.
So my build.
So now it's your build. Yeah.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build over here an outpost so I can get good access to that region. Gets me a research. The research is going to jump over here, and it could either get me 4 energy or 2 gems. Now, I could gamble on Zach taking the build action, but if he doesn't, then I'm not going to get the 3 energy I would need to harvest, and therefore not also be able to recruit. So I'm going to not do that, and I'm going to get 4 energy. And then my second build, because I am here and I've got 2 builds, I'm going to put this stronghold down. It is gem locked also, so I needed both of my gems for my buildings, and that lets me put a trap down.
Cool. I'm not going to build, so
yeah.
you were...
Makes sense.
I definitely, even if I was thinking about it, if you had done what you were talking about, I just wouldn't have, because... Alright, so harvest starting with you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I gain an energy. Actually, that means that I actually can't recruit, which is interesting. Okay, well, with that in mind, do I want to? I guess I do want. Yeah, I could harvest my base. Yeah, that's right. Good point.
It was a suggestion from Shem's voice, which...
Yeah, okay, so I think I do want those 4 recruits out on the field, because it is a lot of energy. So I'm basically weighing up between a card or 1 energy, which would allow me to recruit. So, yeah, it's tough.
4 recruits is pretty much the same thing as a card, I guess.
Yeah, and also the fact that I don't have gems means that maybe actually getting a card and a gem is better. Yeah, I think I am actually just not going to recruit, even though I boosted my recruit. All right, so I will grab a card and I'll gain a gem.
That card better than the first one you looked at.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, that was a retcon.
Good, bro. That's so good. Oh, when it's the 5-0 and he wins the battle, then we get saucy. No, I'm joking. All right, so I'm pretty happy about that he's not recruiting, even though he's not going to pay me. But that's
paid for the gem.
It's that's actually really good because he's not going to his units out. Cool. So I'm gonna harvest, which costs me 3, but it gains me 6. So I'm just gonna +3 1.
Yeah, I really should have spent my second research on harvest rather than recruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. But it's like
I love that there's so much room to misplay in this game, though.
Yeah.
So much to learn.
It's like the research I did here, and then I only used 2 move points before, and so it was a waste as well. Okay, so I get to harvest 2 things. Now I can actually harvest this card here, which is awesome.
Yes, you can.
But I just realized that I did not build this, so that was me being greedy earlier for the research. So I can actually only do 1. So I can either choose the card or the recruits.
Oh, it's been tight this game, man. Lots of misplays.
Which is pretty nasty. And I don't have any cards. I'm not going to be able to get any cards in any other way, so I probably have to take the cards rather than the recruits, which feels pretty bad having placed this down, but that's what happens sometimes. So
our economies are like stretched to their limit, right? Trying to sustain all this battle. Okay, so that's your harvest. Now it's your recruit.
Yeah. Okay, so
you got to be pretty happy about 7 recruit points.
Yeah, I am. It would have been nice having 10, but you know. Cool. So 7 recruit points. It isn't actually like as much as you guys would think. I can get out 3 units if I don't spend any fast tracking money. What I could think about is
3 units and a leader or something.
Yeah, 3 and a leader, which could be quite good. Probably will do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get 3, and I'm gonna get Renzo out. Sable is like really nice, but look, I can spend Akira for another gems to get Sable out, but I don't have that many cards to play with, so it's not like knowing what people are gonna do is gonna really change
What you can do, yeah.
what I can do. So I'm gonna get Renzo out because he blocks units, so that could be quite useful. And I've got a pretty strong spaceship right now, so it's looking quite nice for doing some saucy play. But this is really bad for me right now that he's moving last. Like there was a mistake on my end. Like the thing I did was good if I had played my tokens in the other order. So that was a pretty big mistake, and that just shows you in this game, like especially in 2-player, even the pricing phase can be so like you can make some big mistakes. It can be really important.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And
Well,
2-player, it's
yeah.
battle in the pricing. And that's where Scaro do really well. Scaro are a faction who can pay energy to the bank and essentially take it out of the economy and not pay the other players. So that's a lot of their battling is done with the economy.
Scaro, I think in 2-player they can only do it once, so that they have to be like if they choose the right action, sometimes they can the person not be able to do everything, which is.
Did you spend energy that phase? Did you didn't activate?
Yeah.
Kira?
I need to pay for my leader, sorry, and for Kira. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. And you get a gem from a Kira. Oh, right, the gem defund? No.
No, I
Right.
do get it. Yeah, I didn't actually
Yeah.
pick it up. Sorry. Thanks, bro.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, it is your move.
I got to pay you first, so that's 4 costs. So I just paid you.
Cool.
Which is going to give you a leader flip potentially, isn't it?
Well, if I want to use the gem, yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't. Oh, mate. Okay, so this is okay. So if I gain the next relic, it's gonna give me a flip. Where is it here? It's gonna give me an attribute flip. One thing is like leaving this completely unguarded is pretty bonkers. So, oh mate, this is hard. I've only got 3 movements. 1, 2, I guess.
Yeah, I can't really contest the relic if you want. If you want it, it's yours. But at least I wound one of your fighters.
Yeah, you're gonna wound one of my fighters. Yeah, I guess you've only got you don't have any fighters there, right? That was great play by me wounding all your dudes. I'm really happy about that. In hindsight. Okay, so now the question is, do I get greedy and like unload here and here? Oh, it's not, wow. Gained your intel card. You get like a second flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then with intel card flip. Pretty greedy. Okay, so I gotta unload my dudes.
I'm enjoying this, Zach. This has been a tense match.
It's pretty saucy, man.
All right, so you're taking a wound to come in here.
Spicy,
You're wounding a
saucy.
fighter.
That's my terrible English. My English is getting worse, guys. I should be saying spicy instead of saying saucy, and that's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to lose a fighter to come in, so he's just going straight to the.
Yeah, I've gained my fame, and I get energy from that.
So I think it's worth me because I think
Greeting?
my ship is so powerful. It's worth me greeting.
Yeah, that's 6 strength right there.
Because like.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So Renzo gives me 3, right? So Renzo's giving me 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 11, including your ship.
11. Yep. And so even if you came in with Adekai, you'd only have 8. 9, 10, 11. So you'd only equal to me if you came in with Adekai. Yeah.
Right. How strong are you here? You're just at 2. Akira isn't flipped, is she?
Nah,
You're just
she's
at
not.
2.
Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm doing. Could go well, like it could not go well. Who knows? Just gonna come through and.
Well, yeah, I think I will. I think what I can go is 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3.
Oh, nice. Oh no, why don't you attack? Oh yeah, I guess that's worth 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really strong. So
Yeah.
this would be a 5v2, and this one here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5v2.
I
Right.
really like how you're using Edekai. I haven't often
Yeah.
seen him used as well.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do with him. You know, you put him into those battles where he's just gonna win them.
Yeah.
And so
and
I can't
take a wound.
I can't even redeploy out of here because if I redeploy, you're gonna do a wound that I can't.
Yeah,
protect,
that's right.
so.
I'm just thinking about what I want my troop composition, and you can't redeploy from here to here either because she would just go back to the ship as she's the leader. So yeah, we've got a few battles. The other thing I was thinking about doing, Zach, was going 1, 2 and threatening the double attack, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I just.
I think I've just got so many shields that it's not gonna make a big difference.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, if I play a card on shields, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's sweet. All right, so I get a first pick a battle, and that is interesting. Well, if you've got gems, you've got a lot of gems, but I'm thinking that you're wanting to end the round with 3 gems. I'm thinking that you're going to want, this is about the time you want this, when you grab your relic. So I don't know how much you actually want to use your gems. What are you thinking, Zach? You don't have to reveal your secrets, but there is a tension there, isn't there?
Definitely.
Okay.
Well, I think at this point in the game, flipping either of the other two isn't gonna feel like a really big upgrade, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like these are the two that make you feel much more powerful. This one's more about like pursuing your victory condition. This one is situational. It depends like how I'm trying to play the game.
It can save your movement pretty nicely. Okay, well, I've got so many options here. Well, 3 options, and it's a tough one. Okay, let's fight on Relic 3.
Okay, cool. So how much is my advantage?
You're on 11 versus 3. And you've got 2 attack and 3 shields.
Just sort out my crap. Done. Ready.
I think, yeah. I'm just going to do this. Reveal. Yeah, fair enough.
2 damage.
Yeah, okay. I was considering using a card to redeploy and save these guys, but I don't have enough cards for every battle. Was that your only card? Oh. Okay. So these guys are all wounded.
Just to yeah, because Renzo, yeah.
Renzo, yeah. You've done a good job of keeping me in check with the wounds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Done well.
AI often really struggle to shield themselves, but they recover because they
the problem is like
so fast. Missing the recruit.
Is your missing recruit and your recruit research not being up very high.
Yeah. I'm letting my leaders do the work for me rather than having fighters.
And it's working. It's working. I mean, I'm going to be left this round with just these 2 regions.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to have this region, so.
Oh yeah, you get intel.
I get poverty. We get poverty, and I get intel. Yeah, that's right. Thanks.
Okay, so you don't have cards.
Ah.
All right. That's cool. Good to know.
I mean, we can honestly resolve these battles in a really quick way because
It's fine. Oh, well, it's your pick. Your pick.
I'm gonna pick here, and I'm just going to redeploy, and she's gonna go back to my ship.
Okay. Well, that's very kind of you. I am actually still going to play this card because it says gain 1 research if you raise 1 or more buildings. So I've raised the building, I get a research. And the research I'm going to get is going to be this one, which gets me a card back. All right, cool. And then I'm going to pick this battle here. You still don't have... That's interesting. You're like actually quite happy losing them because...
I mean, I could play on a gem. I mean, I guess I could play a gem, so I'm just gonna hide it.
Yeah, you should.
You can do what you want. Ready when you are, mate.
Yeah, same. And you're saving. Okay, I just did the secure. All right, that's fine.
Ooh, so you kill my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that hurts.
Oh, I should have actually gained a fame before when I destroyed your.
Yeah. So you should have
building.
Two more.
Oh, and Akira came back to ship because you redeployed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't give you a fame though, does it?
No, not when she redeploys.
She's not defeated. Yeah, you're not Drake. None of that stuff. All right. So now is the income phase.
Income, yeah.
And I'm feeling really poor. Can get +3 energy, and that's it.
I am gonna flip nasty. Copious now.
Yeah, I would if I was you.
Yeah, I actually think it was a really good play last round, grabbing the extra gem. In hindsight, I am happy with that decision. Okay, I've done my...
Oh, I get poverty. Sorry, I forgot. 1, 2, 3, and a card. That's nice.
So now is when Circadians become a bit of a steamroller.
By poverty, we mean this gain income, the kind of rubber banding one, the 0 to 2 regions.
So I've got a lot of people to recruit, but thankfully Zach's helped me out with 3 recruit points over there. Just lovely.
Oh, mate.
Okay, I'm first player. Wow, I could just take...
Oh, the relic, my relic.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm grabbing this relic and my dude's going on the ship, so I get an attribute flip, so I'm paying all my 3 gems and I'm flipping this one. So now my soldiers are super powerful.
Yeah.
Super soldiers. 1 more energy from that. And I get a research as well. And the research that I am going to take is in... that I'm going to grab 2 gems. And yeah, thanks for checking my guys on their ship. Thanks.
No worries. Okay. Wow, there's too many things I want to do. Okay, it's my price. And I could just go for price move last again. I think it's working for me. And I do have more of an economy to sustain that this round.
You want me to just go in here though?
What, what were you saying? I can't hear
choose move. Yeah, I guess move last is a good move for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think I will price move last. And let's do it a cheap one, because I think you'll be able to afford it either way. So let's make it the cheap one. Cool.
Oh, mate, my harvest, I can only harvest energy or energy.
True.
My ship is.
And you're not going to be able to harvest 2 regions again. Oh, actually, no, you could foundation and build.
Yeah, I have a soul drought, so I have a chance.
Zach, yeah, it's your price.
Cool. So you moved last again. Okay. So I don't have much of things to.
Oh wait, I didn't grab a card in my income phase. That's bad. Grabbed everything
Feels-
else. Okay. So what have you got left? You've got.
the
Where's your
one.
other pricing
The
token?
two.
It's a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think the gems are just so important. I want the gem and build.
Has that changed yet? This one
Nah,
here?
it'll change at the end of this round. Yeah, that changes and it becomes more expensive to everyone watching. This token here becomes more expensive after round 4, just to sort of match how players' economies ramp up as well. Okay, so it is the Discover. Starting with you, Zach.
Yes. So I will be going 1 in the build track to chuck down a foundation. It's like it's worth. Yeah, I should as well.
I've grabbed my tokens. They're just all in a stack.
I
Zach
will
should.
grab mine as
Right.
well. Did I just grab only one? Be bad at grabbing stuff, aren't I?
Okay, so you've boosted your build stat. Have you boosted? Did you do any other research?
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna pay a gem to do a second. And I will be boosting. Ooh, it's a gem locked. And that's a gem locked. Ouch. Everything will cost me 2 gems. Okay, I'll spend another gem. And I think I'm gonna go across this one. I gain 3 energy. Oh man.
Okay.
Player games usually you feel richer, but this game I'm not feeling richer at all. Just the way we've both been playing.
Yeah, we've fought a lot. Okay, so I am going to. Sorry, I'm going to do this action. I'm going to boost my build again. I'm going to put out the foundation that lets me spend 2 energy for a gem lock, which is definitely needed because all of my buildings that I want to get out are gem locked. And my extra research, I think I have to bite the bullet and do harvest. I'm just not getting much from harvest otherwise. But I would really also like to boost my recruit to get 7 guys out. Oh, that's really tough.
Yeah, because you have all the map to harvest. You know?
Yeah, I know. I would get so much from it as well. But I'm just going to be so behind the curve.
Yeah,
If
because
I
I've
don't,
boosted my recruit to the
yeah,
top.
I'm not going to be able to
so-
win fights against you really, really soon. So maybe even now. So I think I'm going to need the forces. Although, okay, so I can get 3 recruit points here. So now it's a question of a card or 2 more recruit points. That's sort of what I'm asking. A card and an energy.
I've already got 3 cards.
I do have
don't
3
know,
cards, but I am planning to use a card. If that's, I don't know if that's too much info, but nah, it's not. Oh, for Zach, it's not. I can't contest Relic 4.
Okay, it's not gonna be, I don't think, because Sam's gonna build another
Oh,
stronghold
we're
here.
talking about Relic Victory. So is Relic
Yeah.
Victory in play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think
That's
Relic
my
Victory is
recruit.
gonna be in play because Sam's gonna build another stronghold here. He's got one here. That means if I wanted to win all 3 regions, I have to sacrifice 2 troops, which at the moment is too many for me. It's like 6 strength that I sacrifice. It's like him losing 6 troops.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty. It would be pretty difficult. I'm
All right.
going
Yeah,
to have to
you
do
called
that
it.
the round afterwards, but yeah.
You called it. So we're on to build now. I did end up going for recruit, even though harvest was so lucrative. Man, this research track is just there's so many appealing things. So you called it. I am definitely going to build a stronghold here. I think it's just such prime real estate. I need to jump in and do that. I think now I need to count how much energy I'm going to require. I can just pay the 2 energy for the gem lock, which was on the stronghold. This is going to put his trap out. Having relics 5 and 6 trapped is really nice. Okay. And then my second build is going to be over here on this spot where Zach left for me so that I can harvest 3 recruit points in the harvest phase. And that's going to get me 2 energy immediately. And what I hadn't considered, which I can now, is I could actually do the auxiliary build if I wanted to. I don't have any free foundations. So do I want to put out a foundation for 3 energy essentially? No, I don't think I do. Cool. Okay, that's me.
I'm going to do something that probably seems, I don't know if it's a good idea or if it's a bad idea, but I think I'm just going to do it. I pay 10 energy. Now I'm going to explain to you why. I'm paying 5 to you.
Yeah, cool. I get 2. Yep.
I'm paying 3. Well, first I'll do my build. I'm building this.
Yep. The energy for gem locks. Yep.
Oh, I flipped it under here again.
I know. It's this one. I'll sort it out. Yep, you just keep explaining what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. So I've put out the foundation that lets me pay energy for gem locks. I'm going to pay 2 energy to unlock my stronghold, and I'm going to pay 3 energy to do the auxiliary action. So that was a lot of energy to get out my stronghold. The good thing is I have my harvest foundation out, which means I can harvest from any sort of building. So I will be able to harvest from this stronghold here, and I'll also be able to harvest using my ship in this region here. So we'll get 2 energy back, but it was pretty expensive to do that. But
nice, I like it.
cool.
All right, it's harvest, starting with Zach.
Starting with me, okay. So I pay 3 and I get 6, so I will just go plus 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, as I said before, I'm harvesting 2 there and 2 there. So that's 3, 4. I think I'm going to spend 2 for the auxiliary action for a gem. And that's me done.
Right, great. Yeah, I'm doing the harvest, so I essentially gain 1 energy, and I'm getting 3 troops out, courtesy of our Circadian friends, our makers. And I'm going to... Oh. Yeah. I think the gem, I can sustain the economy to buy the gem.
I can't tell who's going to win, man. This is...
Yeah, it's pretty tense. You basically can win any battle that you want, but not every battle that you want. You know?
I don't have the income of cards that you have. Like, that's the tricky thing. I've got 1 card at the moment. I'm not getting cards from anywhere.
Hunting your buildings. I mean, you haven't built outposts, but hunting your buildings has slowed you down because you can't build up your economy that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's your recruit.
Cool. So I don't have to pay for it because it's mine. I get 9 recruit points. Now.
Yeah, that's scary.
Okay. So I'm going to pay 1 energy to get another gem. Now, I could get Sable out right now. The problem is I've already got 2 leaders on my ship. If they drop out on either side. So, okay. How much does this cost? So what I could plan on doing is upgrading a leader, but it's going to cost me a gem. Ugh. Isn't it? If I upgrade a leader, I need to keep 7 energy, which means I can't fast track anyone. That's okay, because 9 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So I get 9 energy worth of dudes out, which is about, at this point, I'm at the same level as AI in terms of recruitment. If he had 9 recruit points, he'd get 9 strength out as well.
Okay, so it's my recruit. Yep, I'm definitely paying. Oh, and finally, I'm going to have something on the map. I'm getting 7. And then, wow, do I want cards or not? Okay. I am going to play this card, immediately gain a gem, pay 1 fewer gem if you recruit a leader. So I'm going to recruit a leader. And that leader is going to be Endura.
Nasty.
Right, Endura has a lot of attack, but she doesn't want to fight where Moon the dropship is. I was going to say Moontide.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so you're done. So now I've got to pay you to move. Right. And now is the really difficult moment because who do I flip as well? Okay, so what I can do is I can
For some reason I can't get the chat when I jump into YouTube. So weird.
how many units do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And over here you've got 3. Okay, so I think I'm good if I do this. And then so oh, it's getting a bit crazy in here because I'm selecting all of them. That's why I'm just not very good at TTS. Oh, thanks, Jim. You're the man. He's cleaning up my units. All right. So I'm going to flip old Renzo. I think flip the Renzo man, which is going to cost me a gem.
So did you do an unload action before? So 1, 2,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
do you have a third move? No.
Nah,
No,
I'm just
same
using
two.
2 movements. Yeah.
Okay.
I could have gone here as well, but it just feels like it's like
Oh man, you're just giving me free reign though.
it's one of the things with Circadians, man, and not moving last. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I mean, I foresaw you coming in and pinning me with Renzo, dropping
It would have
Renzo in
been
there, pinning me,
it would
and
have
then
that would
doing
have
other
been
stuff.
that would have been smart. But
That's right.
I didn't think of it.
You can make mistakes. It's all good. uh, um, Well, I'm gonna keep using Atakai. I think. I'm gonna come with here with Atakai. Now, how many can I get in? I've got 3 move points. So what is your strength? Your strength is absurd here, right? You've got 4, 15, 17. Have you
Yeah,
flipped
something
Akira?
like
Yeah,
that.
so you're 17.
No,
I, you
yep.
know what? I could almost contest. 10,
Ooh.
13. I can get to 18. Wait, do I have the move points though? No, I would need to get Atakai in to get to 18.
How many move points do you have? 3. You can go 1, 2, 3. You can't get there, can you? Oh, 1, 2, 3. You can come in with Xiao.
I can come in with everyone. Except, yeah, with Zhao, yeah. Or I could go Endura. Okay. What's my game plan here? Gonna need to get fame. Go and fight? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need to get fame a bit faster than 1 per round. This Atakai thing is good. but it's a supplementary. So I think I am needing to get into here. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. This is where I want more movement, don't I?
Yep. It's always at this point in the game where you go, why didn't I research move more? Why did I spend all that stuff on economy?
Yeah.
It's tricky. This round is not going to, like, if I win the relic, it's still not giving me anything.
Yeah.
I will be choosing to move last next round. Most definitely.
All right. I think what I'm going to do is something that's a little bit cheesy. Okay. I think I'm going to leave all my forces at base. 2. That's my 2 movements there. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to farm a research by bringing Zhao in here. That allows me to redeploy, keep him alive, and get a research. I didn't really have other things better to do. I don't think I can threaten a wound here because you've got, 5 shields?
You upgraded Endura, maybe, if you had...
Yeah, I don't have enough energy to do that.
Yeah. Everyone in Endura upgraded. It could have been a bit scary, but yeah.
Yeah. That's just going to be what I do.
So poor.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. Okay, so you've got first choice of battle.
I just suicided a soldier right here, sending him out into the field, didn't I? Okay. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, you could have actually put Akira here, although maybe that would have tempted me to come and wound there without it. Yeah.
Probably would have been a better move.
Actually, yeah, I could have attacked Renzo for a fame, but I don't think I was getting both. I didn't have the movement to be able to do both.
All right. Let's do this one. It's the one that could make a difference.
Cool. So 8 versus 6. Oh, this is actually close. 8 versus 6. Okay. Wow.
Power of the ship, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready when you are.
Do this. Yep. Revealed.
So this is the ultimate respect play. This is not greed. I'm playing a 5. And I'm just going to secure it.
Oh.
I hope. Maybe.
Are you going to secure it? I played a 4. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I rolled a 1 as well.
We rolled ones.
Oh, mate. If I'd rolled a 3, I think I would have won. Is that right? Because you rolled a 1? I can't remember how big the difference was.
Yeah, I had a 2 advantage going in, but you had tie break, so yeah.
I think I needed a 4. I think I needed a 4. Or 3 or 4, I can't remember. But probably a 4, so it was pretty difficult for me.
This fight is wounded.
You did play a really good card on that.
Yeah, I did.
Victory track. It's a long way against Circadians, but you're doing pretty well. You're as far as me, really. You're halfway.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's this battle here. I'm just going to redeploy this. There's no point doing anything else. Yeah. So I'm redeploying. You can't wound him. He comes back to base. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Yeah. And I get a research. Cool. Okay. I think I'm going to use this gem to jump over here and get a card.
Well, you gave me poverty again, so no, you didn't because I have a stronghold.
But you may That may count as a region, so
May
you
count.
do have.
Okay, so I do have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important, the technical wording of our.
I've actually got 2 flips,
May
so I can
count.
flip this and get a gem, which is nice.
Okay, so let's income.
Income.
3 energy. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that lets me deploy a
I
leader
spent
or
a
flip a
gem
leader.
before, so I get a gem back.
I'm flipping Endurer.
Oh,
Here we
actually,
go. All the attributes are flipped. Yay.
actually, do I research or take a gem? Oh, I'm gonna get a gem from my relic, so I could research.
Now the economy is online. This is going to flip over to the expensive
Okay.
side now that we're going to be in round 5.
Okay. I'm grabbing relic 4. Get a gem and a research. Grab a gem. Grab a research here. And oh, look at that! Look at what just opened up for me. Isn't that
Yeah,
beautiful?
that's nice. Good job getting your building out on there. It's a nice play.
Cool. So it's my pricing first. So I will be placing the old style on move last. I'll chuck you.
Now, this is a
here.
really interesting move last because there's nothing that I can go on and attack, really. There's Renzo and there's this building. Everything else is hiding on his ship because the relic sent him back home, which means that move first really isn't good for me here, but I could still figure out a few things to do with it.
The tricky thing, I've put you in a difficult situation because you could go
Defending
for
against
relic victory.
Yeah.
If I could get a double flip with 8,
you could win the game.
I could win the game.
Yeah, this is a really good price, dude. Really good. Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
So, well, I want to make things. I guess I want to make things hard for you. I know you're going to be paying me for this.
Yeah, I will be. All right. Yeah, I'm just computing. Oh, because now this thing's become expensive over here, so.
Yeah. Yep. Zach is moving closer towards his camera each moment.
Oh, mate.
I'm in a position now where I feel like I've done a good job trying to slow them down, but now they're online. Circadians are online, and I don't know what to do.
I think
my move is going to be interesting.
I'm basically have to sacrifice one of the first 2 actions, I believe. Just because I'm so poor.
Yeah, which one's better for you? You don't really need to discover. Your research is looking quite good. Except that
Build is going to give me a research though as well.
For you to threaten
I need to upgrade my move, I know.
8 regions. What are you on? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't do the math too quickly, but you're going to need quite a bit of movement.
I can build a stronghold.
Yeah, Zach has the stronghold and the intel, and you can build another. If he builds another, he paints a target on that region, though.
Yeah.
So I'm really okay for gems now. So I think I actually want Zach to build. Though building gets him a research, which is basically like doing discover. And yeah.
I'm pretty much definitely going to build, so it depends if you want money off me or not.
Well, thanks for saying that. We'll just do that then. I'll get the gem. Okay, cool. So discover, starting with me. I am going to do that. I haven't mathed out my economy too much, but yeah, it should be okay. I think what I'm going to do is boost harvest twice. I'm going to need movement, aren't I? And do movement and oh, sorry, I moved the wrong marker. Here we go. And recruit would also be nice, but harvest. Okay, so I'm getting 3. If I get 12 out, it's quite a lot.
This is where what is your ABCs, right? I'm really,
Agency and butt clenching. Yeah, I'm feeling
I'm
both
really
of
getting
those.
to the I'm really getting to the BC part of that right now.
I think I'm going to go... Oh, I could just go for 5 movement. That does get me the 2 recruit points that would get me. And some. Oh. So many things I want to do. I can get a card in the build phase, which is nice. Really nice. Okay.
Did you throw down your... Oh no, you haven't gone up the harvest track.
Cool. Yeah, that's my discover. Oh, so many things I still want to research. Great.
Oh, that's done. All right, so build starting with you.
Yeah, build starting with me. Oh, now all of a sudden my economy's kind of in ruins. Okay, I can afford harvest. Surely you want to. I'm just mathing things out. The reason I'm thinking so long is we can do these weird handshake things where you decide not to take my action, which means I can't take your action, or we can both decide, yeah, we both want to. So I'm just thinking, how do I get priced out of, how do I get denied move? Worst comes to worst, I can get 5 energy from harvest. I can gain 1 energy in harvest, which isn't a lot. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna chuck this foundation down somewhere. I actually want the one that lets me get mobility to everywhere. So let's do that for a gem. Let's
Gems aren't a
do
problem
this for
for
a
you at the
gem.
moment.
Well, they're about to be. Get a card. This foundation needs to go somewhere. And I can just build a foundry on top of it if I want to, wherever it goes. Or an outpost, and that would be another gem gone. I've used so many gems.
Wait, are you doing the auxiliary action as well?
I was thinking about it. Wait, no, I've done 2 builds, haven't I?
Yeah, the foundation.
Well, once I've done the foundation, yeah. Okay, so I'll put it on, which is more nice to you.
Here's your other
Put
trap.
on Relic 6.
On there.
Oh yeah, I haven't put the trap out yet. Yeah.
It's nasty. Look at all these traps around.
It just allows me to leave
this. Great AI play.
Yeah, it just allows me to leave this region, and I can move these guys off and not feel too bad about it.
Yeah, knowing that I have to sacrifice to take it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm paying you. What was it for? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I finally upgraded my build action, so I'm gonna get 2 builds. Now I am gonna chuck.
Man, this is so tense. It must be boring because I'm thinking so much, but there's a lot of excitement in my head.
Stronghold's going down here, which gives me back a gem, so I just keep the same gem. And then here, I'm chucking down the outpost, which gives me a research.
Man, you're making attacking
Makes me move across
so
here,
appealing.
which I'm going to pay with the energy.
Okay, so you did build. Right, good to know. All right, you'll harvest.
Okay, so I get 7 energy. Great, and then I get another 4 energy.
Nice use of this foundation, dude. That's really good.
And do I spend money for the... How much am I paying you for that? 6. Probably I could get Sable out, couldn't I? Don't spend money for the gem. I'll spend money for the gem on Akira. Yeah. Sable cost a gem as well. I spend money on the gem. I think you'll be paying me anyway, so. Pay me.
No, I'm playing this card. Take the harvest action without paying any energy. So I'm going to pay 2 energy instead of the gem.
Sable's
The
not
gem
coming
lock.
out then.
Yeah, so I get... Now, that means I am sorted for move, which is great. And, okay, so I think my hub... Man, this is so sad, though. It's making me sad every round. Like, I've wanted to boost this every time, but it's just missed out. I'm going to get the 3 recruits. I think that's what I want the most. Cool. Recruit starting with me. All right, so I get 7. Okay, this is feeling all right. I've only got 4 fighters that I haven't deployed. Cool. And no, I can't recruit a leader because they're all out. Oh, look at them, regimented, all in order. Beautiful.
Cool, I'm paying you and I'm just recruiting 3 dudes. I don't have the money to fast track. I am paying 1 energy to get another gem with Akira, who's not upgraded yet.
Okay. This is where the brain burn comes in. All right, so let's move. I'm moving first. So I'm going to pay you.
I wouldn't want to be in Sam's position right now. Like, not that my position's amazing, it's just that moving first when all the Circadians are on their ship is like a real pain in the butt.
All right, so I'm just going to walk through everything I'm thinking. Relic Victory is on the cards for... I would say it was on the cards for both of us, but it's really on the cards for Zach, as weird as that sounds. If I leave these open,
I
he
can
can win.
I can win either of them.
Yes. So
Or
if I
both.
leave them open, you could win them both. So I have to do some form of defense on them, which forces my hand a little bit. I could either go full on one of them. If I go full on one of them, then he might be able to sneak the other one as well. So that's difficult. Now, thankfully,
Well,
I
how
do
much
have this
strength do I have?
I do have this foundation unlocked, which means I can get to any of my buildings for 1 move point, which is a lot. I've got a lot of mobility from my base.
I've got a lot of strength on my ship. I've got 18, 21, 24, plus Akira, who'll probably be upgraded. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
28,
6, 7, 8,
say.
24, 28. Well, you don't have
she gets
energy.
Upgraded.
Oh yeah, because I'm
yeah, that's right.
I paid you. So you
Actually,
take the 3.
I
I've paid.
Yeah, I'm up the next rung. So yeah, I do have enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get what 20, 24, 28 plus your ship is 32. Okay. So you can win, and because you're moving last, you can essentially win any battle that you please. Now, can you win every battle? So I'm tempted to take this because this is potentially a 2 fame win. This is potentially 2 fame if I win.
And also,
those are good for you because you want to defend them.
Well, also because Renzo
can't
could be a way for me to get to relic
You can't
6.
move him in.
Oh yeah, true, without the soldier.
Yeah, and you don't have this foundation, so you can't actually...
Actually, you need to think about this as being 1 less strength then. It should 3 less strength, so it's more like 25.
Yeah, if you want to go for relic victory, it's 6 less. Yep. Okay.
Which is the vitality, like how vital your traps are. Like your traps are gonna make moving for me.
I'm feeling
much worse.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna need to keep these gems, as otherwise I would flip Xiao. Okay. I could just...
The other thing you need to look at, Sam, though, is that I've only got 1 card, and I'm telling you this now, just for fair's sake.
Yeah.
I have 3 gems, though, so I can go on the dice roll, but cards, don't do as much.
Yeah. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is, and I'm probably going to change my mind. I think I'm leaving Relic 6 alone. And so if Zach wants it, he can have it. It's less important than Relic 5. Relic 5 comes with an attribute flip for Zach. And I'm not sure he can win both of them if I fully commit to one. So I'm going to bring... How many is this? I actually should grab a 10. That's a... Shem, would you mind making some of these into 10s? A 10 and a 5 or something like that. So I'm going to think about how I want to do a move. So I'm going to be doing one movement from base to there. I can go straight there because I've got a building. I'm got to decide how I want to use these troops. Okay, I think Renzo is actually uber stuck unless you move your ship. He can't move either of these directions. But you might be happy with that because he's sitting on a stronghold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
it was actually pretty sneaky of you to build 2 traps around.
Yeah. Thank you, Shem. Shem's awesome. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do... I keep saying I think what I'm going to do, and then I don't decide. If I just have my whole army here, and then I bring an Endurer to sort of scare you a little bit, although... So that's one move. I think I want to contest both of your strongholds. So do that. What's Renzo's strength? He's at 5. This would be... The problem bringing Atakai in, I actually don't need to do this. I can move Zhao here. So 1, 2, 3. That was 3 moves.
So it's 6v5?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's much kinder to me.
Yeah, it is. And then I can move Atakai into here. So that's my 4th move. And then I can decide if I want to bring in more fighters. So the way I think you're going to do it is you'd move your ship to here and defend both of these. So maybe I will threaten a bit more. Or you can just spread out and not even care. Man, it's tough. I'm at 22, 24. So that's not too hard for you to just outright win that. How much else can you achieve though? Yeah, I think there's not much better that I can do. I just got to decide if I want to... I could just move this fighter here to threaten the wound, although your ship will... I want to bring more in here, but I can't afford to make Relic 5 any easier.
Yeah, otherwise...
Although Relic 5 might just be super easy for you anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna move this guy here. Okay, sorry about the delay, guys. There's a lot to consider. I probably misplayed there, I imagine, but...
No, I think that last move you did was really good. Makes life.
Thanks, Royce. Cheers for watching, buddy.
There's a lot of robot fans in the audience. All right. Okay, things are difficult. Well, I'm just gonna flip the Kira right now.
Yeah, you've got an absurd amount of shields. Like, oh,
I've got 4 movements. Okay. You flipped all your attributes. That's not great for me.
man, this has been a really good 2-player game. Sometimes it can be a little bit snowbally, and someone holds the lead, but not
So
not this game.
I'm unloading most people here. I'm gonna figure out how many there are
Okay,
later.
so that's one move point. Yeah.
Now this is the tricky part because you. Attack. You can just kill my dudes.
Yeah,
There's
you've
a
only
way.
got one. You've only got one
I'll-
card.
I'll tell you. Yeah, that's my problem because I'll tell you, I could get 7 regions if I win this 7 and then double flip with the intel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the tricky thing is that it's really hard to. I don't have enough units, right? Okay. Oh, I guess I can just put 5 in here. It's so overkill.
Yeah, 15 strength versus 0. So the reason you're putting 5 in is I could potentially wound 4. And so you want to make sure, even if I wound 4, you're going to have 1 left, correct?
Yep. And I think I have to unload these 2 into here. I would have loved to have unloaded here as well, just to have like an extra region just in case. But I have to protect my stronghold. And I have to secure this victory. So how much advantage do I have here now?
You're at 3, 6, 9. You've got a 4 advantage there.
I'm at 5 from these 2. No. Wait, this gives me 4, doesn't it? The strength?
4. Oh, yeah, 4.
7 plus 6
7,
is 13.
10. 6. 4.
Okay, so I need to win this. Okay.
So
I need to
okay, so
win
what's happened is if you don't win, I win on relic victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're making sure it finishes now.
He's making my army just sit there and watch.
Okay. The hardest one is going to be this one. This one, I think I've got it all tied up. This one, oh, he's got 4, so yeah, it's not a huge advantage, is it? Yeah, so I could be handing Sam the win here, but I felt like I'm gonna go for the win this round because style points or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
it's cool. I liked it, man. Nice play. I didn't expect it. All right, so I've got first pick, and I think I'm fighting here.
Jim's just like style points don't exist, so well.
All right, so we're fighting here. So it's 1 versus 4 currently. Oh, ready when you are, dude. All the best, by the way. All the best.
Thanks, man. Hold up. Let me just rotate that one more time. Yep, I'm ready. This is gonna be the battle that you win, by the way.
Whoa. Rolled a 4.
Oh, I only
Okay.
rolled a 2.
I added 7.
Yeah, I didn't add enough.
You added 2. Okay, so I win that battle.
Added
Gain
3.
1 tactics card if you do not command any leaders or Raizu in this battle. So I gain 1. And I get a fame for defeating Akira. Go the little guy. Now, did you wound me at all? 1 attack. I
did
do have
1.
1 shield. Okay. So I do keep the region.
How much did I need to roll there? I added 3. You added 7.
I added
I was
7.
on
So is that
7, and you were on 9. So if I had rolled a 4, you still would have won on.
no? I was on 8.
Okay, so if I had rolled a 4, I could have won the game. But yeah, my problem here in this game has been not having enough
traps.
cards.
Yeah.
Mainly the cards, because if I'd had another card, I probably would win this game. Oh, let's fight out the last 2.
All right. Let's fight it out.
The last 3, sorry. Yeah, I'll fight here.
Cool. So yeah, I'm at attack doesn't matter for me. You do have 3 attack.
Whoa, what was
All right,
that?
so you're on
What
5.
did you just do? I didn't play a card. Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 5. Is it? Yeah, 5 versus 5. Let's go, buddy boy. This is your choice. All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Cool. I've added 7.
I added 9.
Ooh, okay, so you win that fight. Nicely done.
By Zhao.
Okay. Yep, he's gone. Did you wound? You must have wounded. Yep, all of my guys.
Yeah, plus Renzo's stuff. He's got 3 wounds. Even if
I
he
won't get a
loses.
research because there were no fighters to wound. So Zhao was just defeated. Cool. And then cashing in the style points. Okay. So now it's my choice, and we've got 2 more battles left. Yeah, let's fight that one. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only going to be able to add 1 shield, so do your worst.
Well, this would have been a better card if I had gems, but it's not. So I'm doing 3 attack. So I wound you twice. I get a gem. You win the battle. I get 2 energy. So I haven't added really any strength. Okay. Cool. And then we've got 1 battle left, which is your choice. So it's going to be here.
Yeah. I'm just maybe doing the same thing basically.
Wait.
Left, so.
How many shields do you have? Oh, you've got a bunch of shields. Right. Yeah, okay, this doesn't matter. I did get a gem from my research track, sorry though. So maybe I'll try and win it. See.
You don't have a gem though, do you? Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I got it from my track. No, I didn't get enough. I added 3 strength. So I was on 8.
Oh, so I would have won. So then what happens now, guys, is that there's the income phase that I get to do a single flip. Because unfortunately, I've got 6 regions.
Do you have the
one
card?
more,
No, you don't have the card.
Imagine if you had the card. If I had the card, I could have played it here to not lose as well. So
yeah.
Problem is putting 5 here. If I had put 1 somewhere else, you could have just played your 5 on attack here, and you would have wiped me out.
So to be clear, you ended with 3 fame. Oh, 3 out of 4, and so close. 1 region away. Yeah.
1 region away, guys.
Yeah, and I get the relic win. Well played, man. Good game. Good game. That was heaps of fun.
Yeah, I took it out in the end.
0-1-1-0-0-0-1.
I said I bet my money on Sam, right? In the illegal betting parlors, so don't tell anyone.
If anyone's got any questions or anything, I want to see if I can jump in and see the chat. Thanks for everyone for watching.
Yeah, and I think post game analysis, like,
yeah, let's do some of that.
Potentially, I think I was maybe in a stronger position. Like, I could have just gone for relic 5, got another flip, and then tried to win on the next round, and it would have It might
Yeah.
have been a little bit safer than what I did now, but it also felt like I had a good opportunity to win. And it was pretty good. I was just one card short.
Yeah, I liked your move. It was unexpected. I pulled off a really big respect play in that round. Like
This
I didn't try to
move
do
that you
too
did,
much.
man. This move that you did here.
Yeah,
That's
clutch.
that won you the game.
Yeah.
And you weren't that sure about it in the time. You're like, oh, should I move there? Should I not move there?
I knew that I wanted to do that move. It was more that did I need to do another move, a different move as
Yeah.
well, like
Well,
getting
I
more
guess if
troops
you had
onto here.
moved more troops in here, I would have been pinned more as well. I guess I would have had
Yeah,
to leave
and you
more
would
in
have
there.
found
It would have
winning
made it harder going there. So yeah.
Yeah. So my game plan was to. I mean, you actually forced my hand a lot with those early strongholds. I thought that was a nice play. They were so far away from me. I had to expend a lot of move points to get out there. But my game plan was to try and get to Relic 2, Relic 3, and 4 and boost my builds so that I could get foundations and strongholds on the relics because I knew that one, you just want the relics because they're great, but also in a two-player game, there's not really many other hexes apart from relics. You know, there's the relics in the two starting regions, and so even for you to spread, you would need to pay the cost of wounding your fighters. And in the Circadians versus AI matchup, my strongholds are effectively as good as outposts in battle. They essentially give me 2 strength because you're going to have to lose 2 strength, whereas normally they only give you 1 essentially because people only lose 1 strength to jump in,
Even more
and it's helping
valuable
with my
against
win
Circadians.
condition. Yeah,
Yeah, that was really good, and I loved how you trapped Renzo here. Like,
yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean my tactic. I mean, straight out of the board, I wanted to. I knew I was picking first, and I wanted to go move last, and I wanted to have an extra gem. I was hoping that you wouldn't pick build, and I would have got the gem from there. Instead, I discovered once to get the extra gem to chuck down the double stronghold because I knew if I got 2 strongholds out, I was pretty sure I could get a flip on the first round, or else force you into coming for me and maybe get the relic and defend my stronghold, if you get what I'm saying. Like maybe not get a flip. Then if I had managed to defend myself, I might have been able to get a flip with the intel. So I knew like in a 2-player game, maybe like in a 3 or 4-player game, building 2 strongholds makes you too much of a target. If you're just defending against one person, like it's doable.
And as I said,
I
it was so far away.
Yeah, and I also wanted to keep you worrying about what I was doing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I like to have the other player like having to.
You had the initiative, right?
React. Yeah, I want players to react to what I'm doing, and like this play as well, right? You were reacting to what I could do, so it gave me the opportunity to try and win the game.
You know what's really funny is you have my 2 starting regions and I have your 2 starting regions. This is a bloody
awesome.
game. So Eli's asked, would I have had a path to victory if Zach had just gone to Relic 6? What do you think, Zach? So I would have got a wound there. I would have. Okay, so yeah, I would have. That's interesting decision. So I would have got the 2 fame from Relic 5, and then I would have got 1 more fame from the wound here, and he probably just would have stomped this, and then it probably would have gone down to a big fight for Relic 6 the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think going letting it go along. One thing is that Sam would have been moved last next round. Me having buildings on the map, it's like, sure, I can go and say, let's fight for Relic 6, right? Me having buildings on the map means that's 2 wounds for Sam, that's another wound for Sam. Like, then he could jump on Relic 6 and get some more wounds. Is that I'm asking him to be able to finish it before. Like, maybe the reason I made this play here is because I wanted to take the initiative and win before the relic phase. Because when you're leaving it to the relic phase, you're kind of saying, I have to stop the other player from winning, and I hope that they don't win. And then
it's an interesting line because I think it is a viable suggestion. You're basically saying, I'm happy for you to get the 2 fame from this relic, and you're not going to beat me on Relic 6. You're going to get all of your fighters down there. You're going to have your ship. You're going to build foundation. You're going to build like outposts on here and just take it to Relic victory.
I think probably what I like the alternative that I would have done is just go ham on Relic 5 and then big fight on Relic 6, because doing so, maybe moving my ship across and dumping everyone, trying to protect all my people with shields, still win the battle, maybe like having Akira upgraded my ship and then trying to wound your dudes, like weaken your force, try and keep my force strong for the final round. Did you have many more guys to recruit? It probably wouldn't have made a difference, considering you could max out on recruits. But
Yeah, I would have got them all out.
it would have been like, I think one of those things, like if you're playing football and you score the goal, it's like, oh yeah, that was awesome. But if you don't score the goal and you could have passed it to the other guy who would have scored, it's like you're an idiot. So I think this was kind of that situation.
Yeah.
Like maybe I could have passed the ball and it would have been like a more probable victory for me. But
It was
would
have been a coin flip play. It was like handshaking, let's go to the last round, let's take it super late. And we can both amass a pretty big army. And I would have tried to get a few more fame, just like taking buildings and things like that. But
taking buildings, putting traps out, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think would have been a good play to keep going. But I think what I did as well was a good play. I just fell short by like one card or a dice roll,
Yeah.
So it was more just my economy. Like I was struggling to have cards the whole game, so it was really letting me down. I needed to get some strongholds out earlier.
I think one of your issues was where you parked your ship. If your ship was parked here, then you would have been able to get this card. You sitting on these two energy regions.
And I could have done that as well. I think if I had gone 1, 2, 3,
like the previous
4,
round, I mean. Yeah.
And then but even this round I could have done that. I could have moved it, and I could have unloaded, like used the move to unload 3, 4, and then unloaded there.
Oh, got the extra strength here, yeah.
So actually, that's a mistake from me. So should have done that, but when you're at 11 p.m. and you're trying to win the game, you make mistakes.
The other thing I like that you did was getting this foundation out, because that managed to get you a fair bit of research. Like you were. I think you were winning the research game. I'm
ahead of you by 3 here.
Yeah, and then everywhere else we're like really close. Yeah.
So I was 1 ahead of you, I think, because you've got 3 on me there. I've got 4 total on you.
Yeah.
But I think, though I was only winning by 3, shall we say, the gap on one track being so large, I think is winning, because that gap is way bigger than, shall we say, this gap.
No, yeah. This is just a gem, basically, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching. It was a blast. Thank you for your questions. And we had a really good time playing 2-player. It definitely works. It was one of our goals that all of the faction combinations could work at 2-player and be viable. There might be some matchups where it's like a little bit hard for different factions, but we were going into this saying that it's hard for AI. But it is naturally hard for AI, but they have other tools at their disposal. Every faction actually has multiple ways of playing the game, and you might need to try and figure out what those other tools are that you have to counter people. So for AI against Circadians, it's traps and it's using Atakai more than Endura. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and do try it out. This is on Tabletop Simulator. So you can just jump in, play for free. You can teach your mates. We've got some teaching videos on YouTube. Is there anything else you wanted to say, Zach?
No, I just want to say thank you to everyone who was with us in the live stream and anyone who watches this afterwards. It was really fun. It was a really good game, and we both love playing this game, and we'll catch you on the next stream, whatever that will be.
Awesome. Bye.